Hi, my name is Cam. Hope you're having a beautiful day and welcome back to OT and Me. So today we're going to go over part 2 of our occupations, the last 4 that we wanted to talk about from last time. In the last video we talked about rest and sleep, education, ADLs, IADLs, all the wonders of those occupations. But now, in this video today, I would like to talk to you guys about the rest of those occupations, what else we participate in, just in general. Alright? So today we're going to be talking about those last 4 that we mentioned in the other videos, which are work, play, leisure, and social participation. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. Alright, so first up on today's list we have work. Alright, so the occupation of work is something that actually takes up a lot of our time just as human beings. Right? As mentioned before, we have people who work anywhere from 20 hours a week to 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, sometimes 70 depending on who you are. Work takes up a big portion of our time, and it's a very important occupation for our well-being, just financially speaking. The OTPF4 defines work as labor or exertion related to the development, production, delivery, or management of objects or services. Benefits may be financial or non-financial. So this occupation of work is so important as it takes up a big portion of our everyday lives. The OTPF4 breaks down work into 6 different subcategories, and those are as follows: employment interest and pursuits, employment seeking and acquisition, job performance and maintenance, retirement preparation and adjustment, volunteer exploration, and volunteer participation. So under work, we're looking at the seeking of employment. So whether we're going out looking out for work, applying to jobs, taking interviews, all of that. Making sure that our work is in line with our personal interests and values, right? So we also have volunteering. So this aspect of work as an occupation is often not really thought of too often, but volunteering is a very essential part of working as well too. Being able to offer up our time to further participate in those personal values that we have. We also have job performance and maintenance. So making sure that we're able to meet the demands of our given job, whether that is being able to turn in our assignments in on time, whether we're able to keep up with our workload. So those are essential to this occupation of work. And one of the more important aspects of work is also retirement planning. So are we building up our 401k? Are we making sure that we are saving up for our future in that sense as well too? And then finally we have volunteering. So volunteering is a big aspect of work, as it's something that we personally choose to spend our time and not receive any compensation for it on those interests that really align with our own personal values, right? So work, again, very, very important occupation. Moving on to the next one. All right, so next up we have the occupation of play. This is a child's most important occupation. Children learn so much just through play and having fun. It's a big part of a child's life, is play. It's a big occupation of their life. There are 2 aspects of the occupation of play, and that is play participation and play exploration. So one important aspect of play is being able to balance our play with our other occupations. You've heard of that old saying, all work and no play makes John a dull boy. We need to make sure that we're balancing our work with our play. The OTPF4 defines play as activities that are intrinsically motivated, internally controlled, and freely chosen, and that may include suspension of reality, exploration, humor, risk-taking, contests, and celebration. Play is a complex and multidimensional phenomenon that is shaped by social, cultural factors. So some examples of play could be playing dress-up as a kid, right? Dressing up as Superman or Batman. Another aspect of play could be playing tag with a group of people. Also, if you're an adult, sports are a big form of play. As I mentioned before, I love playing basketball. But it's a form of play. I think that adults also play, but in actuality, we all do engage in some form of play, right? Whether it's basketball, football, soccer, whatever it is, it's a form of play. All right, so on to the next one. All right, so next up we have leisure. Whenever I think of leisure, I think of kind of like the hobbies that we have, right? So whether it's gardening, whether it's knitting, whether it's bird watching, all these aspects are kind of things that we do like in our downtime, right? Reading, writing, journaling, all that fun stuff. So this is what we choose to do during our free time. The OTPF4 defines leisure as non-obligatory activity that is intrinsically motivated and engaged in during discretionary time. That is, time not committed to obligatory occupations such as work, self-care, or sleep. I, for one, also really care about my own leisure time, so making sure that I have time for myself to just kind of relax and engage in these activities that I really care to do. Like, for instance, I really enjoy taking a leisurely walk, going out to catch some fresh air and just really feel the breeze on my skin. I also like participating in meditation. It helps me to clear my mind and just put myself at ease in my downtime, right? So all of these are examples of leisure, right? There are two parts of leisure, and that is leisure exploration and leisure participation, right? So leisure exploration and leisure participation are just as they sound. Exploring activities that you find fun, that align with your values, that are relaxing to you in nature, and participation. So actually participating in those leisure activities and making sure that you're doing so. Yo. All right, so we have our final and ninth occupation, and that is social participation. This was a big one that was really hampered during the pandemic. It caused for a lot of people to have what we call occupational deprivation. Occupational deprivation essentially is just a lack of participation in those occupations that you really truly enjoy. Personally, I think social participation is one of the most important occupations that we could possibly have as human beings, as we are inherently social as human beings. We seek out to be in groups and have conversations with one another. It's very important that we have some sort of social interactions with other people, as this can affect us in a negative way if we don't. The OTPF4 defines social participation as activities that involve social interaction with others, including family, friends, peers, and community members, and that support social interdependence. And there are 5 subsets of this occupation, and they are community participation, family participation, friendships, intimate partner relationships, and peer group interaction. So under social participation, it's about interacting with others that we are close to. It's your family, it's your friends, it's your peers. It's just making sure we're going out there and having social interactions with other people. This is also a very important occupation, as are all of the occupations that we participate in. Each individual is different, which is kind of the basis of occupational therapy. One given person may hold more value in one occupation than the other, as this is based off of their social cultural aspects, just on how they were brought up. So what occupations you find to be very valuable may not be as valuable to another person, right? But it is important that we participate in those occupations that we find valuable to ourselves, and that we are not suffering from some occupational deprivation by over-participating in one given occupation, which ends up hampering our ability to participate in those occupations that we truly enjoy participating in. Like for me, for example, I enjoy rest and sleep, I enjoy leisure, I also enjoy working and social participation. If I were to overwork, that would hamper my ability to go to sleep, that would hamper my ability to go out with friends and family, that would hinder my ability to participate in my leisure activities as well. Alright, so that wraps up all of the occupations that we have outlined in the OTPF4. I would love for you guys to put down in the comments what you love to do on your free time, what occupations you like to engage in yourself. Hope you guys continue to have a beautiful day, wishing you wellness through occupation, and take care, y'all.